Well, because I'm doing this for my company, I have the luxury of having the vehicle way up in the air. Uh, what I'm pulling here is the rear cross member on a Chrysler 200. This is pretty much another one of them parts there's some differences, but for the most part, it's very similar to most rear cross members. So with that being said, we're about to begin. So normally you'd have to put both wheels off. I only have to put one off because somebody's trying to pull this one or something. By the way, this is held up with 4 21mm bolts. There is some brackets on here now. They look like they're about 15s. Those brackets, most times you don't have to unbolt them. They'll just bend out of your way once you cross member bolted. But they're 16s. This one right here is going to prove to be a little more difficult with the bracket in the way. I don't want to talk very much, but once I get the zone, some of these parts. And that's all these little brackets are. I already unbolted this one. So it's, they normally real thin metal, they bend. Again, this is a salvage yard, so another perk to being in a salvage yard is this little bar right here. We do not need it. We never sell them. We don't need them. So to get this off here instead of fighting with it. Cut it, because that bolts are pretty hard to get to sometimes. And then we break the other one off. No big deal. Like I said, we never sell those, we never use them. So no point in keeping them, trying to fight with them. Now on that lower control arms, they have two of them little brackets I was showing you. They're plastic, but they're covering the bolts where it can't get to them. Got two 10mm bolts. Now, now. Go ahead, 3.
Hey, I'm gonna give you another work order that just be live. Calculate off the order. And I'll put it in your name now.
10-4, thank you. Take it back. It's plastic. Has 3 bolts on it. And all it does is cover the one bolt you need. Nothing major. No big deal. I have an extension, but it's just easier to drop those off. Most times you just you also want to stand back when you're unbolting these because you know they got a lot of downforce to keep the car up. So when you get them bolts off, they normally want to drop hard and down like. You see how that shoots my arm down? Normally, that's the first one I've ever had moved with just 2 bolts or with 3 bolts on. Normally you get all 4 bolts off before it drops. But that one dropped after 2 bolts being off. I'll say so. I was really surprised about that. But then it dropped again when the 4th bolt was off. So, but the 4th bolt's always the most dangerous one. Every now and then you'll have the 3rd bolt drop, but on the 3rd bolt. But it is that 4th one's the dangerous one. So I definitely recommend when unbolting these at all, just kind of keep your arm under there and keep your body away from it. Don't be standing there with your head like this or underneath it like this unbolting it because you're going to get messed up really bad. All I can do is say I recommend that you be very safe with these. I'm not going to lie, when I was a teenager I used to laugh at people who said that stuff. Be safe, be careful. But along the way, I guess that's when you grow up and everything, you start realizing, hey man, if I'd been careful like that guy said, I wouldn't have this wrong, or I wouldn't have had this done, or you know. And now I'm that guy that says be careful because I've been there, done it. My safety was done. 10-4, thank you. Yeah, I was that guy. After the safety guy, after our safety meetings. You know what kind of work I do? Safety. Safety ain't in my bones. Should have been. I'd say definitely. If I'm bolting the main K-frame, like right now, 99% of the pressure is off from it. When you're mainly unbolting them bolts, definitely keep your head out from underneath there. I can't stress that enough. I've had guys who had to go to the hospital that have fractured their neck where they're hitting so hard. I've had guys here who have, of course, busted their heads open and been pouring blood because they were standing underneath it. It is dangerous to pull them like that. Well, like I said, I've been there, done that. I was the not so safe guy. That's it. A few knots on the head and almost getting crushed by a vehicle. Yeah. Made me realize, hey, maybe the safety stuff, there's something to it. Just maybe there's something to it. Like I said, I work in a salvage yard, so I do some of this stuff a bit of a dangerous way. Here it is. I'm not recommending that anybody does this way, but remember, control is key. So don't put your hand where anything can hurt your hand or hurt you. But do keep your hand where you can push the part away as it's falling. Remember, gravity is a very strong force, and if you got it working for you, then you are a strong force. If you let it work against you, well, let's just say don't let that happen. Gravity working for you. What I mean by keeping the gravity working for you, while this thing's suspended in air, it is not heavy. It's going to be gravity going to keep it. Make sure it don't come near you whenever it comes down. Oh, well, we got lucky. This one got caught on something. Open up there. Now, you just gotta let that end up and this end will drop. Like I said, don't put your hands anywhere where it can jerk you or hurt you. Oh, yeah, brake line there. Brake lines, man. Yeah, I was saying, dude, that's another thing I want to recommend when doing this. Don't never cut your brake lines until the end. Brake lines, I don't know why or what they're made of, but they are very flexible, stretchy rubber type material. But man, they'll hold the weight of a whole dang car for something. I don't know what the heck they do there. I never cut the brake lines first. This side, unfortunately, I guess somebody pulled the brake caliper and needed it. So this side of the brake line was already cut. But this side wasn't. That's why it's still holding up in the air like that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this around to where I need it. And then I'm going to let it, like I said, let gravity work for me. Got it up out from underneath the car and out of the way. I'm going to move the camera a bit because what I need is that rear cross member, and that's what I'm trying to teach y'all how to pull, is this rear cross member. So let's see if I can't get a good angle here for you. Sorry, I don't believe in editing software and editing videos. I like to keep my videos as real as possible, so that you can see what really goes on, how long it really takes, and everything. Like I said, I pretty much only got like 3 bolts, and this is done on each side. But I'd still rather you see them than not see them, and I'd rather you know what's going on than not know. 2 bolts because I already did 2 of my 2 bolts on the side. I did the little guy. I did them already. I know people are gonna say, hey, that's not very safe the way you did this. Hey, you're telling people this is the same way. I'm telling you this is the safe way for you to do it in a salvage yard. This is a salvage yard. We are not a mechanic shop. We are not claiming to be mechanics, and we're not doing it the mechanical way. We're doing this in salvage yard. Again, we're not claiming to be mechanics. We are just taking things apart. I'd love to take and show you videos of us putting them back together, but we don't do that here. And also, them back screws, the reason why I had to hammer them out, that's my fault, what I did. I'll say, but it's easier to do it that way. I'll say you're supposed to unbolt them from the other side. This bolt's not supposed to move. Once it moves, it wedges itself in there. So if you want to make it easier on yourself, I'm just not trying to make it easier on myself. I can do it faster this way. Take the other side off. Close the slot right there. Oh yes, and I do work for these people. I am not like a spokesman for them. I'm not a salesman. I'm not doing none of that. I do work for Great Auto Parts. We can get pretty much anything you need. So if you need parts for your car, just come order them. Give us a call. We'll be glad to take your order. And but I am not in any way marketing. Well, I guess I kind of am, but legally, I don't own the rights to the logo or the company or anything like that. I'm not. I'm promoting them free of will. Like without any. They're not paying me. Nobody. I'm not getting paid to say their name or nothing like that. I'm just, like you need parts. Give us a call. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, now these holes right here should come off. They said they want this with the shocks, which is technically, I don't think we're supposed to do that. Excuse me, sorry, I was going to start do something real quick. Like I was saying, I don't do the video editing stuff. Because I can't, you know what I'm saying? Today's technology, probably getting tedious if I do that. There's your ABS wire. It's going to go with that spindle, so you want that off. So you don't break it or nothing, because most people won't buy a spindle without the ABS wire. Lord forbid, and then they had to take theirs off and put it on there. Got to undervolt the emergency brake. Both sides. And that, my friend, is the rear cross member. That's all there is to it. It's the whole thing. Thank you. Until next time, adios. And I'm out.